Hi and welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening or today, and like every other day, but yesterday wasn't really. Excuse me. Yesterday wasn't. We had a Zoom meeting. We had Dan in the studio, and we had a Zoom meeting with Ben, Jaden, and John, and Wayne when he couldn't make it, popped in and out. Just to let you know exactly what podcasting is all about, and the kids, we just wanted to learn about the show, and they were listening, they watched in, and then they had a few questions at the end that we fitted in. But we haven't been able to air it just yet, because there's a little glitch on my editing on the camera that just won't allow me to put the film together, if that makes sense. So lads, it's all technology, we all know that. Probably if you four were in here, or three were in here, you just go, there you go Mal, we sorted it. I know the way you are, technology is absolutely fantastic, but we will get it up and running. The only thing is, we mentioned the Carabao Cup, and the Carabao Cup takes place tomorrow, Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur, where the officials win the t-shirts during the warm-up. So let's just hope. It's all about keeping referees into the game, and that's what we want to do. I certainly don't want to scare any referees away from the game. Not in a million years. Worked too hard, 18 years, trying to keep them in the game, and I think we've got a good reputation of keeping them in the game and attracting more referees to the game, and that's all I want to do. And that's been 18 years of Don't Cross the Line, but 40 odd years in grassroots football, talking to referees on and off, and working closely with them, running football teams, being part of a committee, and we just want to try and keep as many referees within the game as we possibly can. And thank you very much to the PGMOL, the PFA, the FA, the Premier League, League Management Committee, all the Premier League clubs involved, Liverpool and Everton, everyone involved who's supporting us and have been for so many years, and encouraging more referees to keep in the game with Don't Cross the Line, and the REFspect campaign. And just before we go into more details on that one, I'd just like you to show the board on here. That's our FA Cup semi-finals, and now it's the final, isn't it, because Chelsea versus Leicester City, so I need to rub FA Cup semi-finals off, so we'll do that while you're on there now, look. Yeah, and we'll just take the S away from that, so it's the FA Cup final. So congratulations to Chelsea, Leicester City, and Paula Hall and Simon Bundy, they're the finalists. FA Cup final, 15th of May, so we can only wish them to the very, very best of luck, and they can do whatever they want with it now. They can share it, they can win it, it's up to themselves. If they want to split £320, we raise for that one, for them, for the winners. Excuse me. And also, excuse me again, for the funding that we were doing for Emily. And we just got a little wording on the bottom there. If you're not just a referee to us, you are football, and it's REFspect, and that carries us back into this weekend and tomorrow as well. And I think the weather's still going to be fine and dry, and I'm amazed over April just how dry it has been, because normally it's April showers, and people have reminded me last year April was sunny for a couple of weeks, and I think we had rain by the end of the month, if I'm right, but we were in lockdown, weren't we? And then we moved on. You know, it really has moved on, I must admit, but you still got to not drop your guard if you can help it. Please be out and about, and I've noticed there's more and more crowds, as if lockdown is over, or back to normal. And probably it's because no one, the media and everyone's not mentioning COVID, but you still have to be alert about it. Still wear your mask indoors if you're going indoors, and social distance when you're out and about, especially at grassroots football. Please, if you can, just remember, you know, punch your fist or elbows, kick your feet if you need to, but just try and be safe, because we've got a lot of young kids out there as well, and they don't want to see any adults coming down with the virus. If we have another turmoil, put us all in turmoil again with lockdown, then it's frightening. We don't want a stage 3, do we? That is really, really frightening. We just want to work together, and I've been doing the ID cards as well for Liverpool County FA, which I appreciate. Thank you very, very much indeed. We're getting them done. And also, I have my own card as well when it goes to the hub with me code on the back of it, and it just helps a little bit because you see a lot of people playing around with the phones trying to find the codes, don't you? And the 9 times out of 10 they're losing them, so I suppose if you got it on you right away, it saves you digging out for it. Where is it? Let's find it and let's put it on there. But you know, it was some nice football again at the North Liverpool JFL. Nice to see the committee there again working hard and walking out and about on the touchlines, making sure the referees were okay, talking to the parents, talking to the managers. It's what it's all about, I suppose, to keep the referees within the game and play, and then that's all you want to see. Plenty of referees, and okay, they can earn a few bob, but they work for it, and they shouldn't have to take any verbal abuse or aggressive behaviour from any others whatsoever. So you need to continue, and hopefully, I think the county FAs have got their courses, so you're better off checking on their websites, having a little look what courses are available to you. There's quite a few now. Now they're starting to up and run, and I think they're pushing ahead with them. So fingers crossed you can get out and about on them, and just enter. There's millions of courses you can enter now, so if you want to be a referee, just contact your local county FA and tell them that you want to be a referee, because I think it was a hold up from lockdown where there was no courses whatsoever, so you worry about next season because they're well behind on the referees, aren't they, trying to get them on board. So I should imagine there'll be quite a few young referees coming on board now, and we need more experienced referees as well, because when I'm out and about now, I'm missing quite a few of them that I haven't caught up with. I don't know what's happened to them. Makes you wonder, and we see on social media still that teams have folded because of the lockdown, which can't be good for grassroots football. We need to keep everyone together, especially if you get our referees. We don't want teams to fold as well. Not in a million years. We just want to keep together with grassroots football. We want to work together as a team if we possibly can, and we just want to see the game flowing, especially for the kids, especially for the referees, trying to keep them into the game and encouraging and developing the skills. You might hear church bells behind me there, so it's getting on a bit. It's on the hour that we hear them, so fingers crossed it doesn't upset you on the show, but I doubt it, because I'm probably talking over it anyway and just blind them out. So again, once again, the FA Cup final on the 15th of May. Hope you enjoy it. I know it's the Carabao Cup final tomorrow, so the games are coming thick and fast, and then we're moving into the Euros. Well done to Everton last night. They had a good result. Okay, it was a fluky goal, we all know that, but goals are goals, aren't they? And VAR took its toll again, didn't it? You know, offside. I'm more interested in the fans, because I do miss the fans, and the game is not the same. But as I keep saying and emphasising, if you were a player and you were used to the crowd, it must be horrible going into empty stadiums and just hearing echo voices and very eerie, no support behind you. It'd be great if they had tannoys blaring with the cops singing like ours, You'll Never Walk Alone, and just to see how that goes. I don't know why that hasn't been allowed. It's just for the TV rights. Whether it affect the TV, I'm not too sure, or whether it affect the surrounding areas, but they're used to real noise, aren't they, there? So I wouldn't have thought there would be any complaints out of the ground, and it just gives you that feeling, wouldn't it? More feeling that there's support, and maybe the players, and then you'd lift the game, because we're not doing well. We're a fan team, Liverpool, that is. We need the fans in the grounds, we need the fans behind us, and that lifts them, because we've never played so bad in all our lives, to be honest. And as I say, it's not that, it's just that I like football, but I also like the atmosphere as well. We're all born and bred and brought up to be. And as I say, well done to Everton, 3 points off the Champions League place. It's going to be very, very close there, but Leicester seem to be holding that, so there's only one place to fight for, and a few teams fighting for it. We haven't got it all our own way this year. Could be struggling that we end up with absolutely zilch, but that's the way the season's gone. We were champions last year, and we haven't put that super show on that we did last year, and continued the fight where we should be. We can't really blame injuries. I'm not blaming injuries, because every team's had them. Okay, long-term injuries, you could say we've probably been the worst team for it, and we could just say march on next year when the fans are back, when the players are back, and maybe we can go again. But how many players will want to leave if there's no Champions League football? That's the way things are happening. That's what these players all go for, Champions League football, playing in Europe. But again, with COVID, we really don't know what's happening. I hope you all get a chance to go away on holiday and enjoy your holiday. Obviously I cancelled mine and again, and I'm looking forward to next year if I manage to get on holiday there. I'm not too sure. But yes, I'm looking forward to a good break once COVID allows you to. And there's plenty of you out there as well who badly need a break as well. A nice little holiday to relax. And I hope you just get that as well. And all the school kids as well, they've been through turmoil, I know, with the studying and upside down rules or regulations, schools closed, being sent home when they go back. It's not school life, is it, as they know it. So fingers crossed that's all sorted out now, and after this weekend it'll become back to normal and catch up on their studying and do what they do best and look for the job if they're preparing to leave school for next year, and fingers crossed they can all get on and do that. We've got plenty of time, we've got 9 minutes left of the show, so it only remains me to make sure that everyone is hopefully getting involved in the REFspect. We want to put 19 awards up because we've already given one award up for a manager who are protecting referees from the touchlines, who are working together, and also referees from all over. So I'm just waiting on Matt to try and send me the nomination form. And also you've got the FA Grassroots Unsung Heroes Awards, and I know Nathan's been bombarding them out along with Grassroots Football. They've been putting them all over the social media, and I'm sure there's thousands of votes going in there now because there's plenty of unsung heroes out there who deserve a break as well and deserve some credibility and accreditation for what they've been doing throughout grassroots football. And there's plenty of people. I used to walk around and I used to see committee members sitting in containers on freezing cold days with runny nose and freezing cold hands and passing the teams the cards. And there's no heat really in a container. We all know, we've been there. I used to do that in the Anfield Junior Football League. It was absolutely Baltic. Then you had to go out and put pegs in the nets and carry the goals, put them up as well and put the nets up. And I'm not that tall, so it was a struggle for me. And I always used to hopefully have someone like Paul, who was about 6'10", and he'd get up there and he'd just hook the nets on where we've got to try and get a ladder, climb up. And when those little ladders, they were freezing cold when the ice got into them, and your hands, and you're trying to write the team players down. Those were the days, and it was really, really hard. Now you've got the likes of the hubs where you can go out and enjoy, and we've got the barriers now where it keeps some of the parents back. And I think some of the teams were winning leagues today, or they could have won leagues if they won one more. And it's amazing, isn't it, now we're in April. It used to be May, but they've got a long way to go because I think the season is extended till June the 30th, so if it finishes early, it finishes. And there's quite some games there, and I don't think the county FAs have sanctioned any tournaments, and there's a lot of people out there wanting to put tournaments on to keep the kids going. Now I noticed the hopes the other night, I think it was Thursday, but it was pretty empty because now all the teams have exhausted them, probably the pitches, because when they all come back after lockdown, they got bombarded, there was friendlies day in, day out, the referees are all fully booked up, they probably still are over the weekends. Good luck to them. As I say, they can go out and earn a few bob, and why not? That can go for a nice rainy day. They can help themselves, they can put it away for a holiday, get themselves nice clothes, get themselves, I don't know, there's a million things that they can all do, and there's plenty of games there for the referees. And as I say, let's just hope we can keep all the referees in and fulfil those games that people are asking for friendlies, because I still get bombarded off the referees, and it's always too late, it's always a day before, it's always a day behind, and you just can't get these referees. You try your very, very best, and you don't like letting teams down, you don't like letting referees down either, because it's all about them earning a few bob. If they can go out and do them, that so be it. And some of them are offering more money than others, and why not? Because the referees are there, they do a great job, they know the laws of the game, they've done their course, where many of us haven't. So they know a thing or two about refereeing, so really they shouldn't get questioned unless you've been on your course too. But then again, you shouldn't shout, you should talk to the referee after the game and shake the hands of the referee, or touch fists or arms or elbows, whatever it may be, because and just thank them. Because I used to do that many, many years ago when I was coaching teams and all that, and you don't agree all the time with the referee's decisions, and the referee probably doesn't agree all the time with their own decisions, because we're only human and we all make mistakes, and plenty of us make very mistakes throughout life, and we have to just try and make up for it, and hopefully we can make up for it. And it's just like the referees when they're out there as well, they, you know, some of them have got problems on their mind, they're trying to concentrate, like the kids, like you, the managers, you're all coming from work and you're racing in to get your kids ready to take them for a match. You know, there's night games now, 7 days a week to catch up, like the Walton Caretail, Jeffrey Humble, they're playing on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday with all the teams. And I just don't think that the teams are burnt out, but I was putting it to our young commentators last night, and we only had, what was it, we had 3 of them who play football, and they were saying they've got training twice a week and then games, 3 games, and it's tiring for them because they've got school on top of that as well. So you've got to understand that the kids are getting tired out, and they're not going to be concentrating on their schoolwork if they're all tired. Probably like the referees. If you're doing refereeing 7 days a week, then you're going into, or you're coming from school, it's exactly the same. The young referees are doing that many because they see the pound signs, and good luck to them. If they're fit enough and able enough and good enough, get out there and do it. That's what it's all about, because I used to play probably 7 days a week, but not in team 7 days a week, whereas some of the kids now are playing them. So they're wearing their boots and they're running around non-stop, passing the ball, and they're coming home, they're getting tired, then they're getting up to do their school work into school and try and concentrate on the school work as well. So I think we should all make sure that the kids, ask the kids, are they tired, are they playing the games? Probably most of you coaches out there do anyway, to make sure that the kids are okay, safe and well. And that's all we need to be. You know, the kids are safe and well, the referees are safe and well, committees are doing a fantastic job as well there to make sure that all the games go ahead. And you know, they've been inundated with games, so their phones must be bombarded left, right and centre, because you might have a game that's been cancelled and they've got to adjust their fixes, get in touch with the teams, the referees, and it must be hard to do that. You know, those jobs, the committee members are absolutely A1, and you've got to take your hats off to them and congratulate them on doing a fantastic job as well. Okay, we've got 3 minutes left of the show, so it's all about REFspect. We've got the Carabao Cup final tomorrow, PGMOL, I think it's the PGMOL. We've got to thank the AFL as well for allowing the officials to wear our t-shirts during the warm-ups. And it's just great. It's a great message that the professionals are helping out the grassroots side of things as well. And I'd just love to see it. And we just got to say, as I say, keep the game flowing if we can. And respect your referees when they're on and off the field of play, please. It is working more, as we say. We talked about the hubs before, where there's more control on the barriers. I'm old school, I love the old grass pitches, but you don't tend to have barriers up there unless they bought their own, so people are tending to pitch encroach and walk on the pitch, and it's harder for the referee trying to do the offsides, and the kids who are getting the ball and it's running in between the feet of the parents. That's grass football, and that's probably what we're all used to, or many of us, the old school, likes of us, are used to it as well. But as I say, we just need to concentrate and make sure that we can keep our referees within the game. That's what REFspect is all about, and we want a full week of REFspect if we can, please, and concentrate not just on your team developing their skills, but also on the referees who want to go to the next level and develop their skills. We've got to wish them all the best, and hopefully we can do and get them on board for us. You know, if we can get some interviews done in the next few weeks, get them in the studio, talk about what's happened, what's not happened, and just how they're feeling themselves within games as well, because referees can get tired as well, as we've just been talking about the kids, and sometimes they need a rest because they're coming home from work, going out to referee, then you've got the kids to get to look after when they get home. So I suppose that's what it's like when you've got a job 24/7. You've got to keep active, keep yourself going, keep yourself super fit, and keep concentrating on what the work that you are doing. Okay, we're coming towards the end of our show. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've had a tiring weekend up to now. We don't cross the line. We're still busy. Got a lot of things going on, and I must admit, these weeks have come thick and fast and moving very, very fast indeed. So there you go. We've come to the end of the show. We'll be back again tomorrow. Hopefully, if we can fix that for the young commentators and get them on, and you know, just to see, because they were asking questions on Zoom. It was very interesting as well, all about REFspect and about their football teams as well. So in the meantime, thanks very much for tuning into the Don't Cross the Line show, Grassroots show, GRR, GXTL, from the Touchlines on YouTube and on our website as well. I apologise for the super bike that's going past there. That's amazing. They don't give a damn. They like to break the sound barriers, as they've just done. So apologies, you know, running live. what can we do? As it was hoping he wasn't going to come through the window there. He was speeding up that much. Okay, we see you tomorrow sometime, maybe 7 o'clock, maybe earlier. If we have the show on with young commentators, fingers crossed, then you can tune into that one and enjoy that one. We'll be back again tomorrow afternoon. From myself, Mal Lane, all the team here, the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line and REFspect programme. Have a great evening, put your feet up, relax, but most of all, please stay safe and don't forget, REFspect tomorrow when you're out and about. Thank you.